Welcome back, fellow space-time travelers. Yesterday, we talked about the importance of names and how they have power that follows them through space and time, just like we're moving. Today, we have traveled to the past to explore how we are shaped by what and who have come before us. This is a sculpture called Maya that is in front of the MACC, the Mexican American Cultural Center. It is a statue named for the indigenous or native peoples of Mexico called the Mayans. This figure, called a chacmol, a type of stone statue, has been found among archaeological sites such as the Mayan pyramid of Chichen Itza. The Mayans lived in what we call today Mexico and Central America, and their civilization can be traced back thousands of years, and Mayans still live today throughout Mexico and Central America. The Mayans were awesome at math and astronomy, being the first group of people to use the concept of zero, and also developed a calendar based on the 365-day one that we have today. The Mayans were great artists and architects and are as well known for their pyramids and even the white limestone road called a sacbe that connected their cities. As you can see, Mayans have had a great effect on all of our lives. They have not only provided inspiration for this sculpture by Reynaldo Alanis here at the MACC, but also for the pyramid-like building that houses our auditorium. Would you like to see that? Let me just get Larry and we'll hop into the space-time machine. Are you ready, Larry? Yeah, he's ready. So let's go. So hang on. We're going to.
Whoa, here we are. Hey, what happened? I'm a little bit different in this picture, huh? Well, here we are in front of the pyramid at the MACC, and this is where we have our shows and our big events, and it's modeled after the pyramids in Mexico. And so I want you to think about that and how roots influence us today. And we're going to be doing that in our project now. We're going to go to the studio and you're going to make your own family trees. So strap in and let's get back to the time machine, and I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back to the art studio, everyone. Today we're going to be making family trees and roots so we can see where we've come from. And that's what we're talking about today, is the past in our libros del tiempo. And so we're going to get started. And here we have just a piece of cardstock, that heavier paper again. And we're going to fold it in half. You can see a pattern here. We keep folding things in half, right? So we're going to make a stem or a trunk for our tree. And how we're going to do that is we're going to kind of angle it down so that we have a trunk here. And you're going to draw a line and you're going to draw another line. And what you're going to do is you're just going to cut on these lines, these long lines. So they're about the same length apart. See there? So you can do that, and then you can just fold it in. And this is going to be the trunk for your tree. And so you can see that mine are a little uneven, so I'm just going to make this one a little bit longer. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want it to be close. Okay? So there we have it. And it's going to be helpful if you also fold it the opposite way. So here we fold it back to the middle, and then we fold it back. So you can see you have this flap here, it's attached. So you only want to make 2 lines in. You don't need to cut on this 3rd line. That's just to help you gauge how far you want it. Okay, so then I'm going to have you also do another fold. So you're going to fold into the middle of that. This is going to give us kind of an accordion style or a fan style shape when we open it up. Okay, so now we're going to fold it back to the center, and we're going to open up our card. And so what you're going to have is a tree trunk. And you can fold it. Before you fold it, you may want to decide if you want it to be like this or if you want to color it or add paper to it. And you can do either one. You'll just have to refold it if you use paper. But I'm just going to use, for my tree trunk, a marker. And I'm gonna color it brown. And you can do it however you like. This is your work. These are supposed to be what you guys like and what you like. And they don't have to look like a regular tree. They can be a cartoon tree or any kind of a thing that you want to use your imagination for. Okay? So now we're going to use this to fold it in. And I'm probably going to get a little bit of marker on my hands. You can just fold it the first time this way if you want. So here you see we have none of the folded piece outside. We just have this folded piece inside. Ta-da! This is the trunk of our tree. Okay, so now we're going to make the tree. I'm going to make more of a traditional tree, but you guys can do it however you like. You can have a blue tree, a purple tree, a pink tree. So with this, I'm going to end up, in the end, it's going to be glued on here, and it's going to pop out. And I'm going to make those little flaps that we learned how to do yesterday to attach this part. What we don't want is it to go above this line, okay? So you might want to gauge it here, and you can kind of draw out your tree, okay? And then I know I'm going to want to glue it on there, so I'm going to make a little line up here. You can actually do this with the paper. You can just turn it over and line it up with the edge, and that'll give us a straight edge. So I'm just going to draw a line here, and that's where I'm going to cut. So here I'm going to cut it off. Okay. And mine has numbers on it, which is okay. I'm going to probably color over that. So this is what we have. Now I'm going to do what we did with the last one, and with our, if you remember our first page that we did yesterday, our title page, and I'm going to do a tree similar to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, like so, okay, and then on the ends that I want to glue down, I'm just going to cut a little angle. And this is going to be the flaps. So then once I have the angle, I'm going to fold it here. You can do that first if you'd like. Sometimes that's easier. That's what we did yesterday. Let me fold it in this way. Okay. And so we're going to have a pop-up that looks something like this. So I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to make it a little bit rounder. And I'm going to use my pencil to kind of just do some curves around the edges. So start with your edges. Okay, we don't want to cut in this part because those are our flaps that are going to attach it down. So we just want to curve around the edge itself. And so I'm going to curve around there. I'm going to cut around this edge. And I think I need to make some curves around these edges so that it, for me, looks more like a tree. And so I'm just going to cut some wavy lines here. You can also do a couple of folds in the middle so that it looks more round. So you want to fold it in. You can fold it one more time to the middle. So what I did was I just folded up the tree leaves and then I folded it over in half. Okay. So you can see there, we give a little bit more texture to our tree. Okay. And then I'm going to decorate this tree, all except the flaps, because in the end, those are going to be glued down. Okay. So now, before you do that, you can decorate. So what we're talking about is the past. So what I'm going to decorate on the tree part are the names of my family members, maybe my pets, so I can see where we're coming from. But then I'm also going to make these roots that go down into the ground, the roots. Because this is going to show where I've come from and all that my family has done to get me to where I am. So my family happens to be from Germany, but they've lived in the United States for quite some time. So maybe my roots are going to reflect that. Maybe your roots are going to reflect something very different, right? About where you're from. Maybe your cultural heritage. Maybe the part of world you're from. And I'm just going to write on here, Germany. And I'm going to write on here, Ohio. That's where Miss Casita is from. There are my roots. And then I'm going to decorate my tree in my background. So I think I want a blue swirly sky. So that's what I'm going to draw here. I know you guys have great imaginations and you're going to come up with some awesome designs. Yeah. Okay. And then I just want to make some nice grass. Maybe I'll make triangle grass down here. I like different shapes. You can also write down here some of your cultural traditions that you have in your family, like we learned. Okay, and then finally we're going to decorate our tree. And I'm going to write in, you might want to do this with a pencil first, so that if you need to go back, you can. You can also make little leaves to put on your tree if you'd like. So what you want to do is fold over your paper. Draw the shape of a half of a leaf. You can see here, just making, do this for now, just a half of a circle. And then I'm going to just cut it around like this. And maybe you can cut one for every member of your family that you know. Maybe one for each of your pets, because pets are very important members of our families. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 right now so you can see. I'm going to write on here my mom. Her name is Sherry. And I'm just gonna glue it on here so that it kind of opens up. So we'll put that on here. And remember, you're gonna have these tabs folded in because those are gonna be glued down. So we're gonna put Sherry. Okay. And then we're gonna put Roderick, who's my father's name. I'm glue my dad's leaf on. And then you can do one for whoever you like in your family. I'm gonna do one for me and for my brother. Okay, now we're back. So I have some leaves sitting here for my family, for my brother, my mom and dad. Maybe you've had time to do them for your grandparents or your great-grandparents and maybe your pets. And then I'm gonna glue these little tabs on, as we did before, onto the page. Keeping in mind that the center crease of your tree needs to be at the center crease of your paper. So find the center crease here. Yeah. And then we're going to glue this on so that the center creases match up. Okay. So then you're going to close the paper. But wait, look what happens. The tree pokes out. That's okay. You can, if it really bothers you, you can fold this part in when you fold it closed. Remember, we did it like a fan so that when we close it, we can fold it up and then it will fit. Okay, so there's our tree. And this is our family tree for our libros del tiempo, or our books of time.
Well, I hope you had fun making your family tree, and while I try to get back to normal, I want you guys to be thinking about tomorrow when we're going to make maps of the present. So I look forward to seeing you then.